What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Grayson here from PokeProfit. I hope you guys had a great Christmas break. Now, locking back in, we're going to talk a little bit about Phantasmal Flames today. We really haven't touched on the Mega Evolution sets a lot on this channel, and for good reason. I mean, in my opinion, I don't really see anything super interesting happening with those. They're kind of just existing at this point. A lot of the interest is back on the Sword and Shield era. So if you guys haven't been paying attention, I do want to just show you guys the cards quickly. Obviously, the set is very top heavy. I feel like every day the gap between the top two chases and everything else is kind of widening. We have the Mega Charizard XEX here, which, by the way, is the best Charizard art that we've ever gotten, in my opinion. That is completely biased, but I think it's beautiful. You're going to have a lot of people that do agree with that. I don't see this card ever being Obsidian Flames level, like $50, $70. I just think that that would be way too low for this card. Now, will it be $400 to $450 in the future? Who knows? Time is going to do its thing, but for now, it is a very expensive card from the Mega block. We also have the Gold Charizard, which I'm not a huge fan of. I know some people say in person it looks better. Awesome. I'm sure it does, by the way. These TCG player listings, normally the photo doesn't do the card justice, so I understand where people are coming from when they say that. I'm just not a huge fan of gold cards in general, but this is still a very expensive card. We're talking about $325 approximately, and recent sales, maybe we're actually pushing like $330, $335 if you average it out. But outside of these two cards, you're down to a Dawn SIR around $40. It's a great artwork, but it's a Dawn, it's a trainer card. Can't really expect too much out of that. Another Charizard in here, the Mega Charizard XEX, the Ultra Rare. That's $35, $36, fairly expensive for an Ultra Rare. Couple SIRs, Sharpedo and Lopunny. These are in the 25 to 30 range. You have a Rotom EX in there. The Meowth, I like that illustration rare. Piplup, another illustration rare that I like, but these are $11, $12, $13. A Dawn Trainer, that's going to round out your top 10. Outside that, you have a Flygon, a Wigglytuff, some decent cards. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't hate the set in terms of artwork. The reality is, though, this set is not the world breaker that a lot of people believed it was going to be, including myself. But still, when you look at the value here, we're talking about maybe $950, $960 in top 10 value. If you compare that to the Sword and Shield era, we did a video about a week ago at this point, if you guys want to go back and watch. Not doing terrible. I mean, you're behind Chilling Reign, Evolving, Fusion, even Lost Origin, but you're very close there. The top hit in something like Lost Origin, the Giratina, more expensive. Top 10 value, though, we're fairly close. So it's clearly a top-heavy set. It clearly has some good cards that people will want to chase in the future, but I don't think that it's going to be an A-tier investment, and I don't know if you should be prioritizing buying Phantasmal Flames at this point. It seems like a lot of the value, at least in the short term and probably even long term, is still in Sword and Shield, whether you're looking at maybe some of the top specialty sets like Crown Zenith or Celebrations, which we're going to touch on a little bit today, or of course, a lot of the booster boxes, your Evolving Skies, Chilling, Brilliant Stars, whatever else you want to throw in there. So before we touch on the specialty sets, because it is Friday, I did the update in the spreadsheet, a few interesting things going on there. I did just want to jump in here and say if you guys are enjoying the content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below for the algorithm. Helps out a ton getting these videos pushed out to more people. Also, I do have links to my market spreadsheet at the top of the description, links to affiliate codes if you're shopping on eBay TCG Player, and the consultation calls. I'm super excited. The mentorship private group is launching this week. I think it's going to be great. Already a lot of people I've worked with that are excited to be in there. I think it's going to be a fun time. Definitely recommend checking that out if you're interested. And again, guys, if you're just here watching the videos, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Getting back into the value, I do want to touch on Hidden Fates for a little bit. Things like Champion's Path, Shining Fates, you guys know these sets, there's still a ton of supply out there. In my opinion, they're not really worth talking about at this point. I will say, Champion's Path is moving up a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if we see consistent sales going forward in the, let's say, 165, 170 range. I think that the maybe 140, 150 times are over. You can still find a few boxes on eBay, but on TCG Player, I think we're going to see this box start to creep up. However, Shining Fates, there's hundreds of boxes still on the market below $125, $130. Celebrations, these move well but there's still, I think, like 400 boxes or so listed below approximately $300 USD on the secondary market. Now, Hidden Fates, the sales volume isn't great on Hidden Fates right now. I think that it's probably about 50% of where it was peak during the summer. I will say though, similar to a lot of the Sword and Shield era booster boxes, we're seeing the supply on the secondary market start to cap out. So even though we're not seeing supply move at a crazy pace, because there aren't more boxes coming to market, over the next couple months, we're probably going to see the box continue to move up, maybe back towards $400. I don't think it's going to go crazy anytime soon. Every time we kind of have a large leg up, 20-30%, that generally is going to bring some boxes out of closets, some boxes out of storage. We find a new floor again. But I would be prepared to see Hidden Fates move back towards $400 for an ETB. And I think Alex from Nostalgianomics did a video where he was talking about this maybe last week. When you do the breakdown of price per pack in Hidden Fates and then you add in the Glassbirds promo card, it kind of makes sense that these boxes should be closer to $400 in ETB. And the other specialty set I would be keeping an eye on is Crown Zenith. The sales volume as well isn't crazy. I'd say it's probably 60 to maybe 65% of peak sales that we saw back in the summer. But again, the supply is capped. We're not seeing more boxes come to market every single week now, or I guess bi-weekly at this point is when I do the Sword and Shield ETB update. We're seeing that supply start to dwindle. The sales volume is staying consistent. It's only going to be a matter of time before we see these ETBs consistently back at $220, $230. And I think Celebrations will eventually get there as well. The sales volume is still very strong on this, but this week compared to last week, there was more supply out there. So until I see that start to stabilize or even decrease, I'm not going to be paying as much attention to this box. There were also a couple sets in the SV era I wanted to touch on, the first being 151. We haven't talked about the booster bundles in a very long period of time, but 151, it is going to be a set rotating out early next year. I would start to pay attention to 151 again. I don't think it's going to go crazy anytime soon, but if you've been putting off building a position in 151, now is probably a good time to get on that before the new year, before we get into February, March, and when people are getting their tax refunds and when the set is actually rotating out, there's going to be a lot more eyes on it, I feel, then compared to at least right now. So booster bundles, definitely a good option. We also have the booster bundle displays. These are going for about $1,275, $1,300. So not all-time highs, which is nice. You're getting a little bit of a discount there. I think it's fine though if you just go for the loose bundles. Sure, there's probably going to be a premium on the display in the future, but either way works in my opinion. The other thing I wanted to touch on was Prismatic Evolutions. We're back to around 118. If you do the 1 month chart, I think it's closer to 119 on TCG Player. What I found was interesting, if you go through the whole first and second page, there's not a ton of listings in terms of like total quantity below, let's say, $130 in ETB. The one interesting thing though, I wanted to point out in this video, JM Sneakers only has 23 boxes listed on TCG Player, which is very interesting because when I do my ETB update and I look at the eBay sales data, they generally have a lot more ETBs listed than that on their eBay account. And I think that kind of just serves as a good reminder that on TCG Player, the prices can move a lot faster than maybe what they should be moving. I'm not here advocating that I think Prismatic Evolutions is going to jump back to $130 in ETB overnight. I just don't see that happening. There's a decent amount of supply on the secondary market, but I do think it's worth paying attention to maybe some of these larger accounts on TCG Player and seeing what they end up doing with their supply and quantity listed. Because if the first couple pages of boxes sell out, which I can show you guys here, there's not a ton, like maybe 2 cases worth of ETBs on each page. I think even the first page, yeah, you have a bunch of listings which are just empty boxes. So we're talking about maybe 30 ETBs, conservatively 35, before we get to JM Sneakers and their listing. So keep an eye on that heading into the new year. And that's all I really wanted to get to in this video. You guys let me know down below what you think of Phantasmal Flames. Are you a buyer right now around $220? Are you prioritizing maybe some of the older generations? Let me know. With all that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.